Hello everyone, I invite you to every Monday's cryptocurrency review. Let's start by checking the current situation on the BTC to USDT pair, taking into account the 4-hour interval. In the first place, we can mark the uptrend line from which the price went down, while locally we move in the downtrend triangle. Now we can move on to marking the places of support in case of deepening the correction. And here, in the first place, it is worth marking the support zone from $22,797 to $22,342. However, when we fall below this zone, we can see a drop to around $21,888, and then to the support zone from $21,227 to $20,400. Looking the other way, in a similar way using the fib retracement tool, we can determine the places of resistance. We will first mark the resistance zone from $23,458 to $23,923. When we manage to break it, we will move towards the resistance at $24,274 and then $25,276. Now let's pay attention to the EMA cross 10 and 30. We can see exactly where the red line of the EMA cross 10 crossed the green line of the EMA cross 30 from above, which confirmed the entry into the downtrend. Please pay attention to the CHOP index, which indicates that the energy has been used. The MACD indicator confirms the entry into the local downtrend, while the RSI shows a visible rebound, which may give room for new increases. As the second chart in today's review, we'll check ETH against USDT, also on a 4-hour timeframe. First of all, using the blue lines, we can mark the uptrend channel in which the price is currently moving. Now let's move on to marking the places of support. We will use the fib retracement tool to mark the supports. And as you can see, we have the first support at $1,562, the second support at $1,468, the third at $1,392. And then we can mark the strong support zone from $1,319 to $1,208. Looking the other way, we can also mark the places where the price should encounter resistance on the way to increases. And here we have the first very strong resistance at the price of $1,666, which is the so-called golden point of 0.618 fib. The next resistance is at the price of $1,827, and then the third resistance at the price of $2,032. When we turn on the EMA cross 10 and 30, we can see that they indicate an uptrend. The CHOP index indicates that the energy has been used. The MACD indicator is on the verge of entering a local downtrend. On the other hand, we see a rebound on the RSI, but we remain in an uptrend. As the third, we will check the BNB chart on a 4-hour interval. As we can see, the price has broken the downtrend lines, while currently we will use the blue lines to mark the uptrend channel in which the price is moving. Let's start by marking the support spots for the price, and we see that we first have a support zone from $308 to $292. But if the price goes lower, we have another support at $278. Then at $264 and another support at $245. Looking the other way, we can similarly determine the places of resistance that the price has to face. And here we see that the price is currently fighting a strong resistance at $330 equal to 0.618 fib. We continue to have strong resistance at $360. Once the price breaks it, it will move towards resistance at $398. The CHOP index indicates that the energy has been consumed and is slowly rising. The MACD indicates an uptrend is maintained, while the RSI is moving in the upper part of the range on the edge of the downtrend line, which may indicate a temporary correction. The last one in today's chart is the chart of SOL in pair to USDT on a one-day interval. First, we will use the blue lines to mark the downtrend channel where the price is moving in the upper range. Moving on, we can move on to marking support areas when we start a larger correction. And here, the first support is at $22.38, the second support is at $19.68, the third support is at $17.44. And then we have a strong support zone from $15.20 to $12. Looking the other way, we see that the price has reached an important resistance zone from $27.14 to $32.34, which so far has no strength to break. However, if it manages to exit the descending channel upwards and break through the resistance zone, the next resistance will appear at the price of $38.89. Please look at the CHOP index, which indicates that we have a lot of energy for the upcoming move. MACD indicates that we are moving in a downtrend. while the RSI has a rebound and we are moving at the downtrend line, which may indicate a larger correction. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.